My name is Dirk Kramer. This is EDU 526, week 6. Graded assignment, sportsmanship video. Want to welcome everybody tonight to the meeting. First topic we want to cover tonight in the meeting is champions of character and sportsmanship. Kind of go throughout this video, talk about what good sportsmanship is, our key core values to being a champion of character, which ties into also being good sportsmanship. And then we also want to talk about the roles that each one of us possesses in good sportsmanship in our programs. And then kind of talk about, the final thing to talk about would be Central Christian College sportsmanship expectations. And we'll have a handout for you concerning most of this information that you can take home with you. And one will be signed and returned back to you after you've signed it for our file and your file. But again, to start, I want to talk about good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship, it encompasses many aspects of character, the most fundamental being respect. The good sportsmanship respects both his teammates and his opponents as equals, and they play with integrity. We understand that by having good sportsmanship means we're going to play by the rules, we're going to play fair, and again, we're going to treat everybody that is involved in our contest with respect, that being opposing teams, players, coaches, officials, and other spectators at our contests, home or away. Again, this is a very important aspect to the Central Christian College athletic program. We want to make sure that we strive for excellence in this area, and we also need to understand that as parents and as coaches and as administrators and even as student athletes, it's our responsibility to instill good sportsmanship within our program and act on that good sportsmanship within the program. So kind of go through, there's 5 keys to having championships of character. Again, like I said earlier, character plays a lot of roles in good sportsmanship. These key core values, again, one being respect. We must respect everybody during the contest. Second one would be responsibility. We need to be responsible for our own actions and be able to control our own actions. 3, integrity. Again, playing the game, playing by the rules, playing fair, and not cheating is good sportsmanship. And then servant leadership. This is something that we want to make sure that we're taking the time to serve others, whether it be an opposing team or officials or whatever. We want to make sure that we're servants for them too. And 5, being sportsmanship. Again, obviously, all 4 of those top ones tie into sportsmanship. So again, sportsmanship, the key for practicing good sportsmanship is knowing your role and conducting your actions at the highest standard. That's what we expect here. Got a couple key things to focus on to make sure we are following good sportsmanship throughout our contests. Number 1 is know the rules of the sport you're watching so you can understand and follow the game. Number 2, always respect officials and understand that their decisions are final. 3, respect the opposing teams and fans. 4, always have control of yourself. And then 5, positive and encouraging cheers and communication is a must. We do not want to hear negative gestures or negative language towards anybody that's participating. And then we also, again, control your actions even if others don't. Kind of goes back to the old saying of be the bigger man, be the better person in these situations. Again, each individual one of us has a role that they play in the in making sure that our athletes and our sporting events have good sportsmanship. So a fan, as a fan and a parent, spectator, we need to understand our roles to create a positive and encouraging environment for our team, and always respect the other teams, players, fans, and coaches. Coaches, it's always our role to set an example for our student athletes and our fans with the understanding that you're representing your family, employer, team, and yourself. Players, very similar to the coach's role, but your role is to compete at your very best at all practices and contests with the understanding that you're representing your teammates, coaches, family, school, and yourself. So again, as an athletic department, we hold good sportsmen as a high standard. We have high expectations from our players, coaches, and parents at any sporting event. And we want to represent our school the correct way and the right way. So kind of go through the last part, sportsmanship expectations. This is a handout we'll give you. It's kind of a contract that we would like for you to read through with us. Ask any questions at the end, but we'd like for you to sign it, just so we can kind of have a mutual ability to hold each other accountable for displaying good sportsmanship at our events. So our expectations, Central Christian College, we strive to provide a safe and supportive environment for all of our home events and away events. Our main goal in creating this environment is having our spectators, athletes, and coaches display good sportsmanship at all times. Below we listed the following protocol will help create the best environment for all participants at our events. And again, Central Christian College players, coaches, and spectators will do the following: respect the property of Central Christian College, cheer in a supportive and respectful way, remain off the field and court before, during, and after any event, treat game officials with respect, and accept their final decisions, treat other teams, players, coaches, and spectators with respect at all times. Understand that athletics are a privilege for all parties involved. It is not an opportunity to verbally assault others. Remember also that athletics are a learning experience for athletes. We need to make sure we are encouraging them during contests and not being negative. And then refrain from using any controlled substances before, during, and after our contests. Again, this has to do with sportsmanship, but also as a school policy to keep that stuff off campus. Number 9, being positive role models for our athletes through our own actions during contests. Again, like I said earlier, our coaches and parents, you play a huge role in displaying good sportsmanship at contests, at practices, even outside of the playing field. It's your responsibility to help teach our young athletes what it means to have good sportsmanship and have high character. Again, we want to strive to have display good sportsmanship at all times. And again, we'll pass this document out for you guys to sign, return to us, and we'll return a copy of that to you at a later date. But again, I think we also need to understand, as spectators, that our athletes are using athletics for their enjoyment, and they're also a learning experience for them. So we need to, again, be supportive of them at this time. They're still learning. Coaches are still trying to teach, the proper skills and techniques that each sport takes. So we need to be, as parents especially, we need to be supportive of our student athletes and our coaches. Other ways to help this, as parents, I recommend that that you get to know your son or daughter's coach throughout the year. Get to know them, kind of know their philosophies, kind of know what they're thinking. for your student athlete. Communication obviously is very important, but also be very supportive of the coach, and be willing to help the coach at any point in time. To create a great relationship, with our coaches and parents. This is key. Communication is key to any success in any athletic program. So we, again, highly encourage that. But if there's any questions about what we expect at Central Christian College for good sportsmanship, ways to display that, feel free to ask now. Thank you.